Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with a story time. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and double check to make sure you are following me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. Also, a lot of people be asking where can they send me stuff to. If you look at my description box below or in my bio, in my Instagram and my TikTok, I do have a P.O. box there. So go ahead and check that out. But without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know how I like to start my videos off. Let me tell y'all. I talked about this guy before, but I didn't feel like going back to the old video to see what I named him because that is just too much work. And I double backed, and I probably shouldn't have anyway. So, I don't want y'all to know that I double backed. So, we're going to give him a new name anyway. So, because y'all need to mind y'all business. Y'all don't need to know that I went back to somebody I wasn't supposed to go back to. Even though sometimes I tell y'all, but sometimes I'm not going to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Just the way life works. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Well, most times. But anyways. So, we're going to talk about this guy. I'm going to just call him Boo Thang because I don't feel like giving him another name. And there's going to be other names in the story time. Maybe. We'll see. So, yeah. So me and my boo thing, right? We have been talking for a good like 4 months at this point. But he called me one day and he was just like, I miss you. I haven't seen you in a minute, whatever. Like we should hang out, right? So I'm like, yeah, hey boo thing, like I miss you too. Like definitely, like we should kick it. So he telling me how it is his cousin's birthday and like they was gonna go to a club or like a bar or they might just kind of like kick it in the hood. You know how some people just really don't. Hood dudes, sometimes they never really have a plan. They just go with the flow. They might even just ride around and drink and smoke. Sometimes they really don't know. So he like, I do want some women there. Like he was upfront. Like, it's my little cousin birthday and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm trying to get some women out. He don't really talk to nobody for real. So, I want to bring some women out for him. So, I'm like, okay, I got girls. I got girls. Not on some Natalie Nunn type stuff. Because, I don't know, they said she be pimping bitches. So I don't really know about that. But, I'm like, okay. So he like, yeah, I want you and your friends to pull up and stuff like that. He got a big truck. So he like, I'll pick y'all up or y'all can meet me. So, I'm like, well, I'll meet you over there, whatever. Because I'm like, we're going to come deep. I'm going to grab three of my homegirls. We're going to come. It's going to be all four of us. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go grab three of my homegirls. I drive over there or whatever. Because at this point, I was used to either coming to his house or his one brother house. Well, it was his real brother, but one of his bros' house, like his friends. I used to come into my boo thing house and then one of his main friends' house. Like I never been over his cousin's house or whatever. So I'm like, are we coming to that one friend house? Because I would go to my boo thing house when it was just me and him. But if we hanging out with like a group or kicking it, we'll go to his friend house. So I was asking him like, which house we going to? He like,
you know what? Neither. I'm gonna send you this address. This is gonna be to the cousin house. We're gonna pull up over there, drink a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the streets, whatever.
so I'm like, okay, cool. So, he texted me the address and stuff like that. And he told me to meet over there around 8 or 9-ish or whatever. They're going to pregame before they hit whatever club, bar, or hood we going to go to. We don't know yet. So, cool. I call up the gang. Like, hey, bitches, what's up? Like, the niggas is out. Y'all want to come meet some niggas? Y'all want all of this? We just on the phone talking. So, my homegirl's like, yeah, I'm down. So, cool. I go swoop up the gang. And I'm like, all right. So at this time, we all get dressed and stuff. We get cute, we get pretty, whatever. And, we head over there. So even though he told me to meet about 8 or 9, I think I had put up about like 10:30 or whatever. Because, like, it's for girls. Like, we take a minute to get ready, okay? So, we pull up over there. So I text him, like, I'm outside and stuff. So he come outside and he, bend down in my window. He like,
hey y'all, hey babe, whatever. Like, what y'all got going on?
so, we like nothing. Like, we coming in or, we waiting out here. And, my boo like,
Oh no, y'all know y'all could definitely come in. I don't even get down like that.
and I'm like, no, I'm just making sure, whatever. So, he opened my door, he get me out, give me his little hand. He like, I got you, Dad. Get me out the car. So, my other friends is coming out. So, mind you, we did stop to get a bottle because, like, when I'm with my boo thing, he always look out. But, it's four of us. So, like, we going to bring a bottle. So, we brought a bottle and stuff like that. So, we end up going in the house. So, it's a couple people in there. Like, it's like 7, 8 people. Well, that's more than a couple. So, it's a few. Well, no, a few is like 3 or 4. It's people in there, y'all. About 8, 9 people in there. 7, 8, 9 people. I don't know. I can't really count them all. Because people was in the back smoking on the patio. And then it was people like, so I don't know. It was people in there, though, okay? So, I see two of his friends that I already know, whatever. One is the friend house that we always go over, and then one is the other friend that, like, he always be with him. So I see them two, so I'm like, hey, y'all, whatever. Then he, like, he introduced me, like, this my cousin, this his birthday, whatever. He turning blah, blah, blah. This my boo thing or whatever. So, I'm like, hey, I introduce my friends and stuff like that. So it's his one funny friend or whatever. I'm going to name him Chaotic. Y'all know Chaotic from Love and Hip Hop, like the family reunion one or whatever. If y'all watch that, Chaotic is like one of the funniest people on that show. Like, he always making jokes, he always making people laugh, he always coming with the, like, he the comedian. And that's exactly how his one friend was, Chaotic. He's so loud. He's so outspoken. He's so funny, like in a good way. Not one of those guys that's like super messy and stuff like that. Like, he's just so funny. So, like, I always love when he around because he always cracking jokes and making everybody laugh, right? So, I come in and he always do this. Every time Chaotic see me, he be like, sus, I know that ain't my sus. Okay, sus, I see you. Now my sus is back. All right, what's up, sus? Like, real silly. Like, every time he see me, he always, like, so loud. But when we be at his friend house, it be kind of okay because it just be us. But, like, it was just, like, I was just looking because now we in the house and I don't know everybody that's here. So when he was, like, causing all that attention to be on us, I'm just, like, I'm looking like Chaotic. Shh, calm down, Chaotic. Bring it down a little bit. Be like, sus, what up, sus? And he come and give me a hug. So I'm like, hey, Chaotic. Like, I already know what it is with him. He's so goofy. He's so funny. Like, he's so lovable. Like, he's so sweet and funny. So I'm like, what's up, Chaotic? So, like I said, all the attention was kind of on us. So, like, the rest of my boo thing friends, like, started walking over towards us because they see me walking in with, like, a group of girls. Even though it was only 3 more girls. But, like, I don't know, us all walking in like that. It looked like it was a lot of us or whatever. So, they see us walking in. So, my boo thing friends start coming over. So, he did introduce me to the cousin. He told us to come over, like, towards the kitchen because they had the little dining room set right there. So he was like, come on, you come over here and y'all can sit down. So we started sitting down. So the cousin was still, like, in the back a little bit getting dressed. Like, he came out and spoke, but he went back to the back to, like, finish getting dressed or whatever. So we just up in the front, like, Chaotic talking to me, like, him and Boo Thing, they up there. So Boo Thing, like,
We don't really know what we're gonna do. We might head to the block real quick because they throwing him a little bit something over my people house, and then we probably gonna hit the club or the bar a little bit later.
so, I'm like, that's cool. Like, I'm cool with that or whatever. He like, all right, cool, whatever. So Chaotic just talking and he like, who your friends and stuff like that. So, I'm like, oh, this is such and such, such and such, and such and such. Y'all, this is Chaotic or whatever. Like, I'm introducing everybody. So the thing is, when I went to Chaotic to try to introduce him, Chaotic like, oh, no, 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 no. I don't need you to introduce me. Hey, beautiful young ladies, my name is Chaotic. Like, and he did like a little spin, right? And he put his hand out like, nice to meet you. Ooh, your hands is soft. Okay, nice to meet you. Ooh, you smell like cocoa butter. Okay, nice to meet you. Ooh, look at your hair. Like, he just really, really goofy, y'all. Like, he don't mean nothing by it. Like, he's just funny. So everybody just like chuckling and laughing and stuff like that. We like all kikiing. So he's talking to everybody and stuff. So now when his other homeboys walk in, mind you, I never really seen this homeboy. I seen him only on Instagram because, like, when I look at his Instagram every blue moon, and he got all these hood pictures up with all his little hood dudes and stuff. So I remember seeing him from the pictures on Instagram, but I've never like met this homeboy or whatever. So he like, this my homeboy. Shoot, since we don't love it hip hop talking about Chaotic, Scrap. We're gonna say Scrap on there. So he like, this my homeboy Scrap or whatever. So I'm like, oh, hey, Scrap. And Scrap like, sup, 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 y'all. So I'm like, oh, like, hey, whatever. So I'm used to all of my boo thing friends kind of being like Chaotic. Like, Chaotic was extra loud and funny, but the rest of them was like him, but like not as intense like him. But like this boy Scrap, he was kind of off to the side. Like, ooh, my bad, y'all, moving, y'all. But this boy Scrap, he was kind of off to the side. So I'm just like, oh, hey, whatever. So he literally looks at one of my friends and like, okay, so I'm going to just have to, I can't keep up all these names. But my homegirls really ain't got no part. So I'm going to say homegirl 1, homegirl 2, and homegirl 3. I'm sorry, y'all, I just got to do that. So he looks at the third homegirl and he was like, I know you. Like, Scrap said that to my homegirl. My homegirl was like, nah, I don't think so because I don't know you. And he was like, well, you fine. Can I have your number? Like, just like that, like, straight. And my homegirl like, well, what's your, like, come over here, like, because mind you, it's music kind of going on, people talking. So she like, well, wait, come over here, like, let me talk to you real quick or something. Like, how you just be like, you fine, let me have your number. Like, I understand being straight to the point, but like, like, at least come over and sit next to me at the table. Come talk to me. Come converse with me for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So he was like, all right, and he walked over there. So he over there, and I'm just like, we all like, okay. So it was so many people there. So my boo thing was like,
let me go ahead and sit down.
so I knew he said that he wanted me to, get up and I'll sit on his lap or whatever, because it ain't that many seats. It's too many of us. So, I get up and I sit on his lap. Here come Chaotic. Like, oh, you sitting on my bro lap. I can't wait for y'all to have some kids and stuff. So I'm like, oh, hold up. Now let me stop you right there, Chaotic. I don't know talking about no kids. We only about 4 months in, baby. Ain't no kids. Even though this my boo and I love him and we probably gonna get married. So I know, but we ain't talking about no kids. So we started laughing. My boo thing like,
bro, like chill, like watch out or whatever.
So I'm just like, I'm like, you ready to go though? Cause like it was like not a lot of people, but it was just like people was in and out, and it was just like a little bit too much commotion. The house wasn't really that big, so he like,
yeah, let me go check on cousin to see if he ready to go.
So I get back up, I sit down, I'm just talking to all my friends. I see my third homegirl, she's still down there talking to Scrap or whatever, like, So I'm just like, okay, cool. So Chaotic is up. He's talking to everybody. He's talking to us. He's talking to them over there. He's talking to everybody. So cousin come out. So I see my boo thing coming down the hallway with the flashlight on, like,
okay, bro, I see you. Da 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 da. Getting stoned on them hoes.
Whatever niggas be saying to each other to their bros to hype them up. So of course that means cousin was done getting dressed. He got his chains on, this nice little outfit. So they taking pictures and taking people pictures and taking people. Okay, my bad.
Taking pictures. Stop taking pictures. Still on picture. Still on.
But they taking pictures and videos and stuff of him. So, he's spinning around. He throwing up his hood and all of that. And, he's doing his big one. So, at that time, everybody started, like, packing up ready to go because now the cousin is ready. So, we all packing up and stuff. And we all leaving and Chaotic, like, sis, come on, ride with us. So, I'm like, no, I can't. I'm like, I got too many people with me. I got 3 of my homegirls. And he like, so come on, get in the car with your boo. Like, I sit in the back with them. Ladies, y'all want to sit in the back seat with me? I'm going to make y'all laugh. It's going to be funny. It's going to be a good time. Come on. So I look at my homegirls and I'm like, y'all want to just ride with them? Because I didn't know if my boo thing was driving, like the cousin and everybody else and his friends. I didn't know. So my boo thing like,
no, come on, y'all all can fit. Like, I got the 3rd seat and everything. Like, I told you to ride with me anyway. So come on.
So I look at them, I'm like, okay, so I lock up my car, whatever, and we get in. So 2 of my homegirls, so first of all 3 of my homegirls went to the back seat, right? Because you know how the 3rd row got the whole row connected, and then like the middle row is just 2 seats. It's not like a full row, it's just like a seat here and a seat there, right? So all 3 of my homegirls went to the back, and then, Chaotic, of course, about to let me get in the front with Boo Thing. So Chaotic like, oh, none of y'all want to sit in the front with me. Not the front, but like the middle front. He's like, none of y'all want to sit in the front with me? Like, dang. Like, he always be like this. Like, he one of those homeboys that's like, bro, come on. Like, and my second homegirl, I'm going to say the second homegirl, she started laughing like, come on, I'll sit up here with you. Like, don't even worry about it. I got you, boo. I'm going to sit up here with you. But she just talked like that. Kayana was like, boo? Oh, no, boo, you call me boo. You know what? Don't make me wife you. So she laughing and she kicking it with Chaotic, right? So Scrap coming was like, bro, I thought I was riding with you. And my boo thing was like,
nigga, like, yeah, you can ride with me. Come on, get in. It's enough room.
So he looked like, and because mind you, the windows was all rolled down anyways. So he looked in the car. He was like, where? Where is it enough room? And the 3rd homegirl that was originally kind of talking to him, she was like, boy, come on. You could just get in the back here, in the back with us. Like, come back here. And he was like he literally shrugged like, okay. So he come and he hop in or whatever, and he get all the way in the back. So basically it's Scrap, the 3rd homegirl, the 1st homegirl, it's the 2nd homegirl, Chaotic, and then me and my boo thing, whatever. So, mind you, so, we driving, whatever. We pull up, we in the car, we got jamming, whatever. They in the back smoking and stuff like that. My boo thing smoke too, so they passing the blunt all around or whatever. So, they kicking it. So, we pull up. We only go, like, maybe, we went, like, a couple blocks over to they hood block or whatever it is. They block, they cousin street, whatever. I don't know. We go over there, so, we go up to another house. So, everybody parks. We about, like, 4 cars deep that I can remember. Maybe other people was following us too. I'm not sure, or they was gonna meet us at the club bar. I don't know, whatever. But it was about 4 cars that followed us. So we pull up to another house, and it's everybody. It's people outside. It's people you can tell they kind of like in the driveway, kind of like in the backyard a little bit too. It's people on the front porch, all of that. So mind you, when we was getting out, my boo thing was like,
Hold up, like let them out real quick. Like your homegirl's good. They straight let them out real quick. I want to talk to you.
so I'm like, oh yeah. So I was like, hey, y'all good? I'm like, y'all can go in with Chaotic, because I trust Chaotic. Like, I didn't really know Scrap like that. I know, well, I can't say I don't know him like that. I don't know Scrap at all. But Chaotic, that's my bro. Like, that, he is just so funny, like, bro. So I knew he would take care of, like, my homegirls or whatever. So I was like, Chaotic, like, you got my homegirls? Like, y'all good? So, my homegirls like, yeah, Chaotic, like, nah, sus. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to them. Like, I got them. I'm like, bro, I know, I know, we both know. Like, I know you got me. So he let them go in or whatever. So I ain't gonna lie, my boo, just a little freaky. He just wanna do a little kissy and stuff like that. So he like,
I don't do all that PDA and stuff, like, but what's up? Like, what's up? I missed you and stuff.
So, I get to, like, leaning over in the driver's seat. I'm hugging him, get to kiss him a little bit. Because, we don't want to be all kissing and stuff in front of everybody and doing all that, extra stuff. So, we sat back in the car and we were just, like, talking a little bit, kissing. And, he rubbing on my thigh, talking about he missed me and stuff like that. So, he was just like,
we probably is going to head to the bar, but I just want to make sure you coming back to my house tonight.
So, I know y'all probably thinking, like, hey, you always going back to somebody's house. And you always going back to your baby daddy. Even after he keep cheating on you and stealing out of your purse. So, like, okay, I'm done. I'm off the baby daddy. Well, I'm not. Because you won't even get off your baby daddy. So, why I got to get off your baby daddy if you won't physically get off your baby daddy? You keep having kids by that. Okay, but anyways. So, so yeah, I'm just like, yeah, he want to make sure before I get drunk, because at this point, I be getting drunk. And I just be like, so he better make sure, like, you come back with me or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm coming back to you. I'm trying to sit on your face. All of that stuff. So yeah, so we talked a little bit for a minute, whatever. Did a little touchy feely, nothing major. We went. So we end up going in the house. So we go in the house, they was already in there drinking. When I walked in, my homegirls, they had a little shot cup all in their hand. They got their liquor and stuff. Chaotic already cheersing with them. So he like, sis, come on, you just in time. Come on, get y'all shots. We about to take a shot. It's my little cousin birthday. So happy birthday, little day, da-da-da-da. You been holding me down, blah, 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 whatever. Like, sending a little speech or whatever. They take a shot. So we all took the shot, whatever. So Chaotic come around with the bottle. He poured another shot. He was like, "Okay, you better tell your homegirls how we get down. We turn up around here. We gonna make sure y'all straight and stuff." So he poured another shot. Like, y'all gonna be good. Take another shot. So we all took another shot. We only 2 shots in, so we good. So we sitting there kicking it for a minute. They got music and stuff, and he talking to like his other older homeboys, cousins, whatever the cousin was doing. Like, they dapping him up. They taking pictures with him, like all the other people that was at the house. So everybody like kind of cooking it with the cousin. We just there at the house for a minute. So we started like kind of drinking with them. We taking shots. My second homegirl, she really feeling chaotic. So like she over there, like she a smoker too. So she high end drinking, and she is just cracking up. Like, chaotic is funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but she over there really like cracking up at him and whatever. So music came on. So she started like giving him a little dance and stuff, because people was over there dancing and like, all that stuff, little hood shit. So she started giving Chaotic a dance, and Chaotic so funny. He playing with her like, okay, oh, this too much. Okay, this too much ass for me. Okay, girl. And he like, doing like this with her, like, how guys kind of like, like pound you, but he playing with it like tongue out and stuff, like he playing and stuff. So we laughing because he's just so silly. He did one of those things where, the guy take the girl waist and like pound it down. So he pounded and he put his leg over her and came back. Like, he was just being so silly and goofy. So we cracking up laughing and stuff. So, my boo looking at me like, he gave me that look. When he give me that look, then the penny's coming off. So now he gave me that look. So I already knew he wanted me to bend that tank over. He wanted some little JCs. He wanted me to dance on him a little bit. So, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna follow suit with my other homegirls. So, I kind of scoot over towards them because we was by the door. And I didn't want to sit there and dance by the door. So I kind of moved down there by my homegirl. So I started dancing on him. So me and my homegirl kind of looked at each other like, hey girl, like while we bent over dancing. So we dancing and stuff like that. So my third homegirl was over there, like, trying to talk to like Scrap. But Scrap is weird. Like, it's always one weird homeboy. Like, he just was sitting there just like not drinking, not doing much of nothing. Like he kind of was just there. So I'm just like, whatever. So we started turning up, we dancing with them, we having a good time. So then when we end up leaving, we like, okay, we decided to go. I don't know. I think they decided to go to some club. It was like a hole in the wall club because I never heard about this club, but we is on the other side of town and I'm not from this side of town. So it wasn't like one of the main clubs. Like, you know how like your city got some like the main clubs that people go to, and then there's like some clubs and bars that's like off to the side that everybody don't know about. It was a club like that. And I guess because one of their homeboys was the owner or manager or security something, so they like, we all can get in there, and they let us smoke and stuff in that club, so we're gonna go there. So I'm like, cool. So at this point, needs to say we're buzzed. Now my boo thing, he was more of a smoker than a drinker, so like, he the driver. He wasn't really drunk, but we all kind of buzzed. Like me and my homegirls, everybody was having fun. My other homegirl ended up talking to somebody else that was at the party and stuff, but he was going to the club too. So we all kicking in, we talking. So we walk into the car, y'all. We walk into the car, so I'm thinking everybody about to get in their original spots. So we get into the car and Scrap hop in the front seat. So he get in and he like shut the door, and I'm like, okay, like I was in the front seat with my boo, but whatever. I'm not making a big deal of it because it really ain't that serious. Like I could sit in the back with my homegirls, but it was just crazy because it's like, no nigga, get back where however way we came here, you should get back that way. But I'm just like, whatever. So that's weird. But I'm like, okay, I didn't even say nothing. Like I literally went to the back seat. So when I was going to the back seat, Chaotic like, okay, like what, you want to sit up in the front or when you want, like when I said the front, he meant the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna say the front, the middle, and the back seat. So he like, okay, which one to sit in the middle or you want the back seat? I'm like, Chaotic, yeah, honestly don't matter. So the second homegirl that was like talking to Chaotic or like him or dance, she was like, come on, Chaotic, me and you would sit in the back with the first homegirl. So they go back there and now it's just me and the third homegirl in the middle row and my boo thing and Scrap is in the front. So whatever, so we all just talking. He put on music, we rapping to his music because it was this one artist that I don't even really know about. I really think it was his friend. But when you ride around hood dudes so much and they play like they own music or they friend music, you learn the music. So like he put on one of his friends and I'm so used to riding around with my boo thing that I know the song now. I know his friend music now because I be riding around with him. So I'm rapping along, saying the song. So my friend's looking at me like, who is this, Kay? Like, like, who is this? This kind of fire? Who is this? I'm like, I don't know. This my boo thing friend. Like, I'm just used to hearing this music. So I just be rapping along now. So I'm rapping along. So they like, hey, like, we in the back, like, doing the thing. And of course, Chaotic know the song too. So me and Chaotic, you know how you rap to your friend? I'm like, yeah, because niggas could get in. We rapping to each other. So they just pumping us up. So we lit in the back seat. So the back seat in the middle row, we lit like we all turned around like da, 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 like rapping whatever. So let me tell y'all, my boo thing used to always walk around with a little wad, okay? Like he'd have a little stack. Y'all know them hood dudes that got a son. He would have him a little stack and stuff like that. He would kind of have like two stacks, and depending on where we at, sometimes he'll take his stacks out and put it in his glove, not his glove, his armrest part or whatever. So, he'll put it in there sometimes. So he pulled it, like he was on the phone and he was like talking to whoever and he like,
yeah, all right, pull up to this liquor store. Like we'll grab that real quick and then we'll head down there.
So he was on the phone talking to somebody. So when he pull up, I seen one of the cars that we was with pull up next to them or whatever. So he about to get out or whatever. So he get out, he talking to them. They about to go in the store or do whatever. Probably about to get some more bottles, Rellos or what. I don't know. So Scrap is in the front seat. So we up there just chilling, y'all. So I see Scrap open up the armrest or whatever. So he opened up the armrest and he he had a stack. So one, he had a stack that he had like the money flat down and rubber bands around it. And then one, he had a roll, like, when you roll it up and have rubber bands around it. So I see him take the like roll and he took like a few hundred out of there. So I'm just like, so I lean up because mind you, the music is still blasting. So I lean up, I'm like, Scrap. Like I'm all still loud with it because mind you, I'm thinking like, I know my boo thing normally put his money in there, but I don't know for sure. Like, maybe this could be scrap money in there too. You never want to just assume that he doing something. So I'm all loud. Mind you, Chaotic and them all in the back seat, so they not really paying attention. So I'm all loud, like, so I lean up in front. I'm like, Scrap, what is you doing? Like, you better put my nigga money back. So he like, hey, little girl. So no, I'm just playing. That wasn't leather. I ain't gonna act like he was leather. But he like, hey, chill out. Like, you don't even know this grown man business. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, so then I stopped smiling because at first when I leaned up, I'm all laughing like, Roy, so that was like, what you mean? I'm like, that's my dude money? Like, he like, yo, dude, like, that ain't even your dude. Like, you saying it like y'all together. So I'm like, we is. Even though we not, like, we ain't boyfriend and girlfriend, but that's my nigga, like, that's my dude. That's who I'm talking to. Like, we be kicking it, like, we be hunching. So, no, so I just be thinking, like, I'm just like, so I started to see, like, he was, like, a little too serious. Like, he didn't crack no smile. He didn't laugh. So I was just like, okay. I'm like, well, is that his money? I'm like, you taking his money? Like, what you doing? So he like, no, man, like, you don't even know. Like, he already owed me this money. So he already know. You ain't got to say nothing to him. He know he was going to give me this money anyways. So I'm like, so what you mean don't say nothing to him? I'm like, no, like, what you mean? So he like, look, like, girl, like, just don't say nothing to him. Like, I got it. Like, he know he owed me this money anyway, so he cool with it. But you don't gotta say nothing to him because you must like drama. Like, why would you want to start drama? So I was like, what? So I'm saying thing. I'm like, well, why would it be drama if he know you taking his money? Then what are you talking about? He like, girl, just sit back. Like, he literally brushed me off. So I'm, you know how you be thinking like, wait, what? Did this just happen? Like, am I bugging? Or is he talking to me crazy? Because I'm a little drunk slash tipsy. Like, I'm there. So I'm just like, wait, am I tripping? Or, when you get to thinking about something, like, what? Like, hold up. So my homegirl that was sitting next to me, she like, what's going on? Because she seen that I kind of, like, sat back down a little bit, like, confused. But mind you, Chaotic and them not paying attention because they in the back laughing and playing and stuff because that nigga is funny. So she seen that I sat back down. I was just looking around like, wait, what? So she like, what's wrong? I'm like, he just took, like, some of his money out the wad. So my homegirl like, out of your boo thing wad? So I'm like, yeah, like, it's a little weird. And she was like, oh, you better say something. I'm like, I am. Like, he telling me not to say nothing. So I guess he heard me and her kind of talking about it. And he turned around and he was just like, come here, come lean back up. Because, like, if you don't yell loud, we won't be able to hear you over the music. So he told me to, like, come back up. And I'm like, you're not lean back up. He like, don't say nothing. Like, you ain't got to mention to nothing. I'm going to tell my bro, I don't need you to say nothing to him. Like, he know I'm taking the money that he owed me. So I'll say something to him. You ain't got to worry about, like, just don't say nothing. So I'm like, he like, are you gonna say something? So I'm like, no, I ain't gonna say nothing. Then, like, if you say you gonna tell him, then I'm gonna let you tell him. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I just, you do, but make sure you tell him. Like, I ain't gonna tell him though. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. So I sit back down. I'm looking at her like, this nigga is weird. So my boo thing get in a car or whatever. So he turned down the music because he like, hey, Chaotic, here go to Rello. Like, he passing like the Rellos back or whatever. And Scrap looked back at me like, just like making sure I don't say nothing. And my boo thing look at me. He like, everybody good? Y'all, we about to go to such a club. And I'm like, yeah, we good. I'm like, but he took money out your wad. I know I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but nigga, I don't owe you nothing. Like, what you mean? So my boo thing was like,
What you talking about?
I was like, he told me not to say nothing, but he took money out your wad. So Scrap started laughing like, okay, you got you a keeper. You got you a keeper. So I'm looking like, why you laughing? Like, because mind you, this nigga ain't cracked a smile all day, all night. So I'm thinking that, like, why is you laughing? So my boo thing was like,
Oh, you pulled that little trick on. You pulled that little trick on her, huh? You pulled that thing on her.
so he like, yeah, bro, here. And he gave him back like the couple hundred. Like, I think he took about 300-400 and he gave it back to him. So he like,
Oh man, you crazy! You didn't even tell me you was gonna pull that on her.
so I'm like, pull what? So Chaotic in the back like, y'all did that thing? Y'all did that? Why y'all do that thing? Y'all ain't even tell me. So we all like, do what? Like, what thing? So my boo thing turns around. He like,
Nah, it's this thing. Sometimes we be pulling on girls to see, like, if our homeboy was stealing from us, like, would the girl tell? Would she say something? Like, just kind of like a loyalty test.
so So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He like, and as you can see, you passed. Like, you know, we be trying to see if y'all not gonna say something or if y'all is gonna say something. Like we just be doing that to some of our girls. So I'm thinking like, well, how many girls did you do this to, little boo thing? How many girls you be having? How many girls do you be pulling this trick on? So he laughing like,
You worried about the wrong thing. Like, you need to be happy that you passed.
I'm like, happy about what? Do I win a prize? He like,
Yeah, you know what you gonna win tonight.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that as a prize. Yes, I would. So nah, but I'm just like, so Scrap turned around like, I'm just playing though. Yeah, you a real one. You a real one. And he went to dap me up, and he was like, yeah, you know, we be trying to act like we stealing from our homeboy just to see if the girl gonna say something or not. And you definitely said something. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I know I told you I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I had to because you can't be stealing from my nigga and stuff. So he like, right, that's the point. That's the point. So we all like, okay, and because I'm drunk now, I'm laughing because this is the first time I'm even seeing Scrap laugh or kick it. So I'm just like, oh, okay, the vibes is good. Everybody lit. Okay, cool. So we all get to laughing and stuff like that. So we head to the club, y'all. So we pull up to the club or whatever. And I'm thinking at this point, Scrap is cool. Like now he laughing. He done pulled the trick on me. I done passed the test with flying colors. I'm thinking everything good. So when we pull up, you know, my boo thing like,
All right, Chaotic, go ahead in with the women. Like, you know, go ahead and walk them through. I'm gonna go park the car.
cause he, you know, he pull up to the door like, you know, I'm gonna let y'all out here like a real gentleman. And Scrap is like, nah, like they should be good. We need to all walk together, cause you know they be acting a little crazy over here. You know we in the hood. So Chaotic like, nah, bro, like we can get let out here. Like this what we do. We don't make the girls walk. Cause the way the parking lot was like, y'all know how it's like a lot, but it's just like dust and dirt in that lot, and people just make it a parking area. Like it's not a real parking area with like the yellow lines and stuff. It's just like a big lot, and you just park however way you want. Like we made it into a parking lot. It's not really a parking lot, so there's no lines to park in. You just park wherever, and pretty much people kind of line up with the cars. So if you ride on that, it's like dust, like the dust be popping up, and it's more like dirt and dust and stuff. So he was saying he didn't want us to walk in that. Mind you, we don't got heels or nothing on, but he was just saying like y'all don't gotta walk through the dust and dirt, whatever. Just stop at the door, which I appreciated. But Scrap like, you know, we in the hood, be a lot going on, and you could tell it was packed, so he kind of had to park in the back. So he like, you know, be a lot going on. We all need to walk together. So my boo thing literally look at him like,
We don't need to walk together, man. You gonna walk together. We gonna handle. If something did pop off, we'll handle it. What the women gonna do?
my one homegirl was like, right, what we gonna do? Like, you know, because we knew that they was packing that, you know, and we ain't. So like I didn't what we go I mean sure we can help them fight but maybe but not really like my boo thing knew what it was like they street dudes, so if something was to pop off he wouldn't even want me to fight or nothing with them. Like that's what he got his bros for. So Scrap like basically saying like we need to stay with them, and I'm thinking like what the fuck do you think about to happen from the parking lot to the door? Now granted the parking lot was big and it was kind of pushed back, but it's like I could still see y'all in the distance, so if something was to happen we could still do something, or I could tell the rest of your bros or whatever. But you act like you about to go park 4 blocks over and you about to walk in the hood of your enemies or something. Like what you mean something gonna pop off? Like I thought y'all knew the security slash manager slash owner, because mind you I forgot which one they said, but I thought y'all knew them. So why would you even be feeling uncomfortable in this setting? Like I'm confused. So Chaotic like he laughed. He like go ahead and get out, because I didn't get out the door yet, because, you know, mind you, me and my homegirl, we in the middle row. So I didn't get out yet because I was waiting for my boo thing to really tell me, like, go ahead and get out or no, stay. So I'm just waiting. And Kayada like, Kay, go ahead and get out the car. Like, we gonna get out there because these niggas gonna be all right. They packing their shit. They know what's going on. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Scrap? So Scrap like, damn, we always walk together. Like, I don't understand what the difference is. Oh, I guess y'all got some girls with y'all. Y'all acting brand new. So my boo was like,
Nigga, don't start that tripping shit. You better get your weird ass home.
like he literally said that to him. So I'm like, okay, so I get out. I go over towards the line with Chaotic and my homegirls. We see the other people that came from the house with us or whatever. We go in, we see the cousin. Of course, the cousin walking over to his booth. So we following him. So, you know, we just waiting for Scrap and my booth thing to come in. So we over at the booth, like we already kind of like, you know how you got the music already playing. So you come in kind of like dancing a little bit like, Y'all doing your little thing. So we doing that. So I see them walk in. So, I motion, even though they already see the whole crew, but I'm like, over here or whatever. So they come in. So, my boo thing get behind me. Scrap kind of come in. So I'm kind of dancing on my boo. It's lit or whatever. So now that Scrap is kind of out, Scrap just be, he was up and down. He's like a roller coaster. He was kind of cool, but then he started falling off and being weird again. I don't know. So when he was in the club, he was kind of being distanced from the homegirl, like the third homegirl that he wanted to talk to. So she was like, he being weird. Like, I'm about to go talk to somebody else. Mind you, at this point, they didn't exchange the number because, like, she just started talking to him, like having regular conversation, and she never gave him her number or danced on him or nothing. Like, they was just kind of talking in the car, like kind of getting to know each other. So she was like, no, he is weird. Like, fuck that. Like, she started like flirting with another guy that was in the crew or whatever. Don't be trying to call her no hoe or nothing because she don't owe Scrap nothing. But like, she just started kind of talking more to like other people that was like in the group. So she talking. So Scrap walked away for a minute, like, let me go. I'm about to go move around. Like, I don't want to sit in one place for a minute. I see his bitches in here, so let me move around. So my boo thing and Chaotic kind of looked at him like, well, go ahead, bro. Like, go walk around, move around, whatever. So we all in a booth. We taking shots. We turning up. We lit. We on the couches and stuff. All of that. So in the distance, we could see Scrap. Like, I see he was over there talking to some girl, but the girl looked like she wasn't giving him no play. She was at the bar, and you could tell she was doing something like, I'm straight, like, I'm good. Like, of course, I don't really know what she was saying, but that's what it sounded like, the way she was moving, because she kept saying, like, she'd look at him like, like, I'm good. Then she'd turn back to the bar, like, trying to get a drink, and she looked back again, like, I just see her kind of like, you know how women be when they kind of like trying to make a dude like tell him no. She wasn't smiling or being flirtatious. She was just like, her face was all like, no, I'm good or whatever. She turned back around, and then the third time, she just looked at him like, mind you, because I don't know what she's saying, because I'm by the bar, but not enough to hear the music loud. We in a club, and she looked at him like, something like that or whatever. And she must have said something rude or mean or whatever. And Scrap was like, gone. Like, he did one of those, like, whatever. So he come back over. So, nobody was really paying attention besides me and my one homegirl that he tried to talk to. So I'm like, yeah, that nigga is weird or whatever. Like, what's going on? Like, he weird. So she come back over to the booth, and he kind of like standing by the booth. So I guess the girl that he was talking to, she ended up coming. She had like 3 shots, so she was holding them like this. And I guess she either had a booth or maybe her homegirls or whoever was waiting over there. So she had to walk past us to get wherever she was going over there. So when she walked past, this nigga Scrap, like, literally, he seen her come in. He turned around like, girl, didn't I tell you I had a girl? Like, I'm straight. I ain't trying to talk to you. Like, why'd you following me? So the girl was like, nigga, ain't nobody following you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Mind you, while he's saying that, he trying to grab, like, my homegirl, like, kind of get behind her, insinuating, like, this is his girl all of a sudden. Like, get your weird ass on. So she like, what the fuck? Like, anybody trying to talk to you? Like, I gotta go back over to my booth. Like, what you talking about? Now, mind you, Scrap was drinking. He smoking, so I guess he a little drunk. I couldn't tell if he was drunk or not because he got the straightest face ever all the time. So I didn't know if he was drunk, but when he started talking and started slurring and stuff, I realized, like, oh, this nigga is drunk for real. He was like, bitch, what? Like, don't fucking... He said something like, bitch, what? Don't fucking get smart with me. And he bumped her. And when he bumped her arm, because she holding 3 shots, mind you, the shots was already kind of filled up. The shots kind of like spilled out. So it went all over like her hand, and you could say it was dripping. So, Chaotic, the first one, like, whoa, hold up. Like, what you doing? You doing too much. He funny. Like, he one of the nicer ones. So he like, baby, I'm so sorry. He started taking napkins from the table, and he started wiping her off. He like, let me pour you another shot, because, we had bottles and stuff and orange juice and stuff. So Chaotic apologized and wiping her up. So she like, yeah, I'm glad somebody got some respect over here. So Scrap talking shit. So my boo thing grabbing Scrap like, get back. Like, what you doing? So Chaotic is cleaning her up or whatever. So me, y'all know me, I'm a woman's woman. I'm like, girl, I'm sorry. Like, that nigga is tripping. Like, you know him. Like, I don't know why I said that, y'all. I don't know if my drunk mind. I'm asking her, do she know him? Like, Scrap ain't ride with us. I'm like, you know him? She like, girl, I don't know him. I'm like, oh, I don't really know, because, mind you, he wasn't really in the booth all the way. He was kind of on the outside because the booth was so packed. So I'm like, that nigga is tripping. Like, you good? So we helping clean out. She like, thank y'all. Like, y'all are so sweet. Thank you for the shots or whatever. Like, fuck that nigga. I had my nigga come over and beat his ass. I'm like, oh, Lord. Now she done admitted that she here with a nigga. So I'm like, oh, look, I ain't got time. So she go over there, whatever. You could tell that who she was with, because mind you, I'm following her to her booth. I see she with niggas, she with bitches, or girls and women and guys or whatever. She with all of them. So I'm just watching. You could tell she was telling them what happened, because I think her dude had peeped something, and when she went over there, you could tell he asked like, what happened. So she must have been telling him or whatever. So I'm now I'm not having fun no more, because now I feel like I gotta be on, like, when you peep something, you be like, okay, now I gotta be on the lookout, I gotta be on standby. So I nudged my boo thing. I'm like, she looked like she went over there and told her nigga. I'm just assuming that was her nigga. It could have been her brother, her cousin, a family friend. I don't know, but I'm like, she looked like she went over there and told her nigga or whatever. So you might wanna, I'm just saying. So he like, my boo thing like,
Okay, like cool. I peep gang. Thank you. All right.
So now my boo thing really not even having fun no more either. He kind of like, over there peeping game. So we over there, y'all. We kind of kicking in because nothing else happened at first. Like everybody was just chilling there. So we turned out we having a good night. I'm going to stop it right there, y'all. I know y'all hate when I leave y'all off cliffhangers, but sometimes the stories be so long that I just have to introduce it first before I hop into, like, the main plot. And I know y'all like the long story times, but sometimes I don't be feeling like sitting here talking for hours and hours. Okay, I don't. So I'm going to stop it right there, and I'm going to do a part 2 or do a little follow-up of what happened after that. But this should be enough to wet y'all little whistle. Y'all will be all right. It'll be good. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Happy March to all my people out there. And y'all already know. Do y'all really know, though? Do y'all know? Or do y'all not know? Y'all know? Okay. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.